In our last episode, we got Summerfest ready to make another trip to the Bahamas, celebrated Christmas in Vero Beach, Florida, and arrived in Bimini Blue Water Marina. Finally, we had some good weather, so we said goodbye to our friends and everyone headed out to their next port. Okay, we're leaving Bimini, leaving Blue Water, and heading out. The tide's coming in. It's halfway in right now, and we'll be getting to the berries around midnight. Once we get going here, we have to be careful over here. You can see the waves breaking over there. There's some sandbars up ahead, so we have to follow that fishing boat. Yeah, definitely don't want to cut across there. We're following our chart here on Navionics, and all is good. The depth of the water is 15 feet. 15 feet. Because we had a short weather window, we didn't stop at Mackey Shoals, but we did get to see a great sunset. We traveled a total of 15 hours to Chub Key. We had been there before, so we felt comfortable arriving in the dark. The next day, we set sail for Clifton Bay at the west end of New Providence Island. Here we are in Clifton Bay, relaxing after a day sail from Chub Key. And it's really nice over here. Very sheltered. Next morning, we went to Nassau to get fuel. After we got our fuel, we went and anchored out at Junkanoo Beach near the cruise ships, ready to set sail for Eleuthera early the next morning. Leaving Nassau, where the cruise ships come in on the west end. We're gonna go through the channel over here, all the way out to the east end, under the bridges over here and up ahead. And after that, we'll be crossing to Eleuthera. We should have some favorable winds. We might be putting up the both sails today. We left Nassau at 6 a.m. and after 9 hours, we arrived at Hatchet Bay, Eleuthera, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. A little bit of waves. It is intimidating. Everybody says the same thing, but it's deep, and you can see it's like a duck pond once you get in there. And looks like we picked a good time. There's not that many boats here. Luckily, we were able to pick up a mooring ball near the front porch restaurant and enjoyed a great sunset. The next day, we treated ourselves to a great dinner at the front porch restaurant. A few days later, we got a mooring ball near the gazebo and Freetown dinghy dock. That's where we met Emmette. What a really nice guy.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting till the evening comes, watching ships rolling, and then I watch them roll away again. 'Cause I'm just sitting here in Hatchet Bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting here in Hatchet Bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay.
Now that we were settled in on a mooring ball, we called our friends Bill and Janet
they drove us around and gave us a tour of the north end of the island. We got to see the Queen's Bath, the Glass Bridge, the Preacher's Cave, and the Blue Sapphire Hole.
Preacher's Cave. I think I would jump.
After all this high adventure exploring, we worked up an appetite and it was time to stop at our friend's house for dinner. Ilona and I got back to the boat shortly after sunset and we both got a great night's sleep.
Alright, we got a ride to go see the famous Hatchet Bay Caves. And Lona's sitting up front. Boy, it's a lot faster and cooler than walking. We're fine. This is how you find the road that leads to the Hatchet Bay Cave.
We had a lot of natural light as we started to enter. It got darker quickly as we began to go down the ladder. Now it was starting to feel like a cave.
Here we are in the Hatchet Bay Cave. We're seeing all kinds of stalagmites and malachite and graffiti from, so far we've seen 1901, 1930. And yeah, it's a mile long. And there's some really, really large room, like out in the distance over there. Very large room.
Down that way, oh yeah.
Yeah, more graffiti, but we'll be going. Now, people say there's a rope that you can follow, but as you can see where I'm shining there, it's a
String.
a piece of yarn at best. It's not the rope I
Well,
would
it'll at
envision,
least find your way out if
but
somebody
it's
doesn't
something
know.
to look down on. And
Yeah, we haven't seen any bats yet.
It was fun to see over 100 years of graffiti, and yes, we did leave our mark.
these here, this is where they have the steps carved out of the stone, Lona. The old iron ladder kind of rotted out and broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take your phone. I'll light your way.
Yeah, my headlamp died. We didn't charge it enough. Thank God we have other stuff.
Yeah, we had
We
some.
didn't go too far.
We had the
There's the
phone.
stairs.
There's the stairs. Somebody carved out some stairs. Stairway to heaven.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
And there's no light.
Oh yes.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, daylight.
love it.
Ooh, it's cooler outside. It was very humid and damp down inside the cave. You could see your breath at times. It was so
But it wasn't
humid.
as cold as I thought it was going to be.
No, not at all.
It's a little cooler in this area right here. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was great. It was very, a lot bigger than I thought. It had a lot more rooms off to the side. I didn't anticipate that. I thought it was just going to be some tight crawl tunnel. I thought we'd see more water down below, but maybe in other places. What we saw was big rooms, graffiti. We saw 1893
Was a lot.
was the oldest. And that little string that that's on the ground.
The little string that we made fun of when we first got here, thinking it was
Yeah,
going to be a
kinda.
rope.
Oh, really?
One time we took a corner and we couldn't find our way back if it wasn't for that little string.
Yeah, even though it's on the ground, sometimes not suspended, it's definitely a lifesaver. Wow. All right, Lona, you found your way back. Ooh, nice and cool out here with a nice breeze, huh?
Yeah, very.
We were both happy to make it out alive, and Scuttlebutt was glad she stayed on the boat. We always felt very comfortable leaving the boat on the mooring ball in Hatchet Bay. Emmette offered to show us his farm. It turned out to be very big with a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. Very impressive. It was still early in the growing season, but Ilona did get some herbs and fresh carrots.
Of your pineapples over there, they look really
We have a
good.
lot of these pigeon peas. A lot of sugar apples trees. And a couple mango trees.
Now the sugar apple, is it like an apple or is it just called an apple?
That's an apple. It's more like a soursop. Yeah.
Watch that guy.
Yeah.
I walk over there, peppers, banana, and like, these are the pineapples.
Yeah, we have a lot of pineapples, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, make that against some more leaves.
Yeah, look at that.
Clear.
I can do a lot of planting today. That's why you see all the pigeon. We have a lot of pigeon peas trees. Yeah.
Ah,
That's so
But this
Yeah,
is the second
yeah.
time they bear within 3 months ago. They bear about 3 times a year.
oh, a lot of work.
Yeah.
All the rocks out of there. Nice soil, nice and red.
How many
Yeah.
pineapples they grow one
One
pineapple?
planting, put out one.
That's a lot of work, huh?
We just came back from Emmette's farm and we got all kinds of herbs and fresh carrots. And Emmette pointed out somebody selling fresh roasted peanuts. So we just stopped by the roadside
And he's over
behind
there
me there.
on your left.
And we got our freshly roasted peanuts. $2.
Over your right
a
shoulder.
bag.
hmm
So, good deal.
Open them up. Let's see the sign.
Oh yeah.
They're still warm.
Yeah. There you go. Fresh roasted
God, they're
peanuts.
still warm. Oh, nice.
Ah.
Oh, we're going to be eating those on the beach.
All right.
We started our walk to the beach by following Power Station Road. Then we turned onto an overgrown path. The path brought us to the beautiful and rugged Atlantic coast. Finally, we arrived at a very private and secluded beach. Now it was time to go back to Emmette's place for some music and entertainment.
April got sunshine, but not no snow. Oh yeah, we got some beautiful beaches, and as you know, I know you know, ain't no mountains on this island, but we like it. You know, we got all these beautiful beaches and places to go like the Blue Hole, Ocean Hole, the Bridge, Preacher's Cave, and Fire Blue Hole, and Queen's Bath. We got all these beautiful beaches everywhere you go, you know. We ain't got no mountains, believe me. We got some hills.
All right, we got some guava duff with rum sauce here at the Junkanoo Festival in Eleuthera. Very, very good stuff.
It's yummy.
Got nutmeg in there. Very nice. Good stuff.
All the schools on the island from primary to high school compete in this event. We got back to the boat in time to enjoy the light show. While we waited for favorable winds to sail back, we enjoyed some great live entertainment with our friends Bill and Janet. It was almost time to go, so we had to make 3 trips with the dinghy to fill up our main water tank on the boat and the 2 jerry cans.
Water day at Hatchet Bay. Okay. It was a little tricky finding this faucet. Somebody told us, oh, it's at the end of the street on the right. If he hadn't come up and showed us where it was, I don't think we would have found it, huh, Lona? It's very well camouflaged here. All right. Off we go. There. Set that jug here. Okay, let's start with the big boys. One more. Two. One more. Okay. Good?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's do one more jug. There. Okay. And that's how we get water onto the boat. Join us next time when we set sail for Bimini, where we will explore the mangroves with our dinghy, celebrate the Easter homecoming weekend with local street food and music, and set sail to swim around the Sapona shipwreck. Thank you for subscribing, and we love seeing your comments. We're looking forward to more sailing adventures.